I was recently scrolling through some animes and I stumbled upon to this anime called To Your Eternity. And this was after, I would say, after I finished Attack on Titan, when Attack on Titan gave us one of the biggest cliffhangers of all time and then made a part two. And I needed something to fill the void, and I stumbled upon To Your Eternity, and I thought that would just fill the void for a little bit, but boy, that anime filled the void and even greater. This show starts off with us following the Moral Orb, and the Moral Orb takes on a form of people interacted with at first, and it takes on the form of people who stimulated it. Meaning, if you stimulated the orb in some sense, it could take on your life, it could take on your form after the person's dead, which is kind of weird. And at first, it seems pretty unsatisfying. So he takes on the form as a wolf, which had already died, and the wolf can't even talk. And he's just walking around for like a couple minutes in the show, with the first beginning of the show, and I honestly I was a little dissatisfied. But Fushi, aka what is called the Moral Orb, first major encounter was with a human boy, the wolf's companion. This boy seemed like he lived alone for years. He basically looked like he lived in the North Pole, all by himself, yearning to see more of society. Him and the Moral Wolf go on an adventure to find people, this is his society. But the boy who we see in the first episode injures himself on the way and decides to go back after quickly realizing the people who came before him, people who came on the same path as him, who journeyed on the same path as him, already died and didn't find any source of life or society. And they shortly journey back, but in doing so, takes the energy up of the young boy and he succumbs to his injuries. We get an emotional goodbye from him, and the last words the boy says to the wolf was to always remember him. And after that, the wolf transforms into him. The moral is literally shaped by his meanings and partings of the people who have affected him. This, in the greater sense of life, is how we meet people, friends, family, and these people shape who we are. We might even imitate them, we might even dislike them, but even so, they still affected us in some sort of way, which makes the show an emotional roller coaster. To be honest with you, I thought he was going to be the main protagonist, and when he died in the first episode, I was like, damn, he's not the main protagonist then. He's just a side character, but still, damn, but this show is a little different. You know, I didn't think that Moral Orb was going to be the main protagonist of this story. So later on, we meet a kid named March, which so happened to be the mother figure for the Moral Orb, because he couldn't speak, didn't know proper etiquette, but her being who she was, wanted to be a mother and took him in and showed him he was worthy of love. This was the Moral Orb's second human companion. Gugu, probably one of my favorite and most relatable characters in the series, and when I saw on the show. He was a boy who lived in a small town, worked day to day just to make ends meet. But then one day he noticed a girl he liked alongside a river, and that she was about to be crushed by a rolling log. You know, what are the chances of that? But Gugu pushes her out of the way, but by doing so, the log crushes his face and disfigures him. Gugu, knowing that he doesn't have much of a chance with society, much less the girl that he loves, he decides to wear a chameleon mask to hide his face. Through the help of the Moral Orb and his caretaker, he embraces the things that made him different, and he truly became strong. Like, really, look at him. If you look at him from when he was a boy, and then now this guy bulked up and has a fire-breathing mask. You can't really top that. He accepted who he was and decided to move forward. In this scenario, the Moral Orb and Gugu were more like brothers who helped each other grow. Even though knowing the Moral Orb will eventually part from these characters, getting to know who they were and the struggles before they died made the show special and life special. When we experience something temporary in relationships or even general meetings, we should cherish it as they are all temporary. For more, if you guys like anime as much as I do, subscribe for more videos as helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching. Peace.